Because most of these guys be that's how they most of these guys end up getting no huddle. Like, but I told you about 7 years ago why the fuck you was a Rockies fan. Like, nigga, why the fuck are you a Rockies fan, bruh? Dion. Like, what the fuck? Look, look. I don't know why. I don't think he knows why. But he a Rockies fan, yes. That nigga said to me. Trying to remember what he said. Can't remember why he said he was a Rockies fan. But he was excited when they signed Chris Bryant because he went and looked up who Chris Bryant was, and he said he started paying attention in baseball a little bit. I was like, nigga, you should have seen. No, not like that. Just to enough to know kind of what was going on. Because that's when I started telling him, nigga, yo dumbass watching the Rockies. You need to be watching Acuna, Tatis, Shohei, who else? You're not watching the right motherfuckers. I'm a Mariners fan. Nigga, I'm not watching the Mariners. Well, I do because our pitching staff is lit, and I watch a lot of baseball now, and I am a fan of watching niggas go 7 innings, nigga, and the score is 1-1, 4 hits apiece. I love those games. What pitcher gonna fuck up first, or what hitter is going to capitalize on the pitcher's fuck up first? And that's why people will always say Barry is like damn near he's these people's goat. Like, I'm not gonna say this generation, but if you talk to the players that were around when he was around, they will tell you. Even the older players that don't play no more. Who's the best player you ever played with? And I've heard people like ask for clarification with or against or just like on the field with. Yeah, on the field with Barry Bonds, easy by far. That's usually everybody's first fucking what's it called? Fucking Barry Bonds. I was trying to tell Jalen that shit. Like, nigga, Griffey would probably say Barry Bonds was a better baseball player than he was. And I tell you right now, Griffey only gonna do that if he don't feel like he is. You ask Griffey who the best baseball player ever is, he's either gonna say him or Barry. I guarantee you.
No, kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Trojans offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
He has earned that type of respect. Nigga, everybody on their damn D-line.
Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the...
And we just got whacked.
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on
after
it.
a 10-yard game, too.
Nice job by the defense.
Oh, Leo Albright, the nigga who I told to fucking pass it. Oh, yeah, he whacked it the fuck out of that nigga.
The Ducks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this They go to the ground. Wrestle to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Got him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Niggas is turning into impact players
that sack gets
over
this
the course
offense
of
behind
the
the chains. It's second down.
That's the second nigga I done look here. It's like, oh shit, you
off the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
Nice job by the defense.
We
They're
see
mixing up their
well,
look
we
there.
fumbled. The
Third
defense
and
just got
long
like
range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball and force the game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put it in context. A lot of times,
yeah, I'm pulling him out of my lineup online. I can't do that shit online.
Give him the football.
I already got the XP. Fuck the shit.
I think that's a good point there,
Yep,
David.
number
Get him the
12,
ball
hella
again
fast
to
already.
help
Fucking
him
shit up, bro.
play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. They go right back to it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way on who wins this one.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's the key. That's going to be the key. Getting them off balance.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11.
Damn. Yeah, they're in a 3-man front. Okay.
Looking downfield. It's Lincoln. Dumps it to the back.
How did he? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. 12 is lit, bro.
No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This nigga took off after my back did and still beat him to the spot.
I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
2 turnovers.
He'll try the left side. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
I see I can fuck out of him. The defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
We threw a pick. We got another sack.
How about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Right by the
and he's brought down after a nice game.
Right by the
For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Man, you're not catching him, safety.
Looking for room at the 40. Made a huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense.
Unfortunately, I wish I could have got him on the field more with certain guys.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly.
Hell no, I almost won. The one I should have won was last week.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And I lost to Taylor. Taylor whooped my motherfucking. There he go again. He's so fucking fast.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Whose man's is this, bro?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Good
Makes a connection. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good block.
It's complete on the right side. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well. But this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Where the fuck is Darryl account?
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
We're going to catch y'all still playing these times. Just wait.
Out of the gun, the inside.
Bro, he's so fucking fast.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work.
He just fucked
Back
his
to
play
the
up.
drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood.
Not
a productive first down play.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Come on, bro. We at home. Now, I know we was at home last week. And that was a shitty fucking loss. But golly, y'all, come on, man. We better than this.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.
Nobody around. I need you to hit somebody on the outside for this, bro.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
And
he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Yes, it does. We had great momentum.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.
This is ridiculous. We're not even really in field goal position.
He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. It'll be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat lines, right? Like, great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw.
Right button.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space.
But we got this guy.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB.
Ramon Balawaga, because that nigga is Ramon Balawaga.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running football, you can tell.
Oh, and you got burnt, and 3 got burnt. How did you get burnt? You're not even supposed to be playing up.
Take it to the end zone.
And 3 got burnt. What the fuck happened, bro? Why are you up? Why are you up? And it's just turn and run, and he burnt you. It's just turn and run, and he burnt you. Why are you up?
Oh, they got it.
In the game, do stupid shit like that.
For this offense, the throw game getting working,
that's the
getting
shit
the
that
touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This
I know what I called.
Getting in a rhythm. Nice
Why
start for
this
offense.
nigga decided to
He did get that extra point through the
get in
slippery
his
surface.
face. You're
No
in
problem.
fucking 3.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the
Get your
touchdown.
fucking heels at 8, 7, 8, and bail.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Red pass is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his
just got to find 12 and make sure he don't ruin the whole shit.
Dangerous.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
What
a nifty run there to
got
pick
the
up the
All-American
1st
on
down.
guard.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks in his token rock. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
This offense has a 2nd down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
That shit had me weak. Niggas be having reels about that shit when you lose by 30.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so
I was
important.
dying, like, you know what? Y'all got a point, because I fuck with these 40, but this shit don't go.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
You should, something good should happen, bro. They should be a man if both them niggas blitz. Yep, they both blitz.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Just as I released the pass.
And on money down defensively,
bro, he's so
you
fast,
got to
he's still
find
back there,
ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This nigga.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down.
Here he comes blitzing again. Nigga,
The RPO, fire complete. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it. The only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
I don't know what he's doing. We're going to see what he's doing.
Running back searching for a hole.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you're going to take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Now adjusting. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I gotta play, but it's gotta be. This shit gotta be touchdown.
And the Trojans will line it up
or
on first and 10.
Touchdown. Well, they improved, so it ain't gonna be touchdown.
He's going to pass. Gets it out fast.
First down,
that completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
So you know what I'm going to, cuz.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
You feel me? I'm going to the hand.
Using the quick game.
Oh, he didn't even get the
first
down.
Will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, we gotta
and
make
it's
this
3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it's right down the boulevard.
That's a damn ugly ass score.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes out of the end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week.
Not just the nigga in the studio talking about
in LA. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver.
Bro, he's not that elite. He got one catch.
Once he's finished.
That's because we literally fucked up. He got one catch, bro. I'm talking about how this nigga elite. Fuck out of here. Hello? Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I was done. Oh, excuse me, shit. Don't tell me this nigga elite. Caught one ball, nigga. The fuck? That's cause fucking Miguel Guillermo. Nigga, you're in 3. Why the fuck are you in his face? Stupid ass nigga, blood. Shit, who knows? Nigga, that would have been 4th down. Or it was 3rd and like nigga 16. that would have been fourth. We get the ball, or they would have punted. That would have been a whole extra possession for us. I mean, we got the possession, but it was like a score. Like, that nigga, you're a senior, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're a senior. You know, man. I can't put Fernando out there because he's not fast enough. Hopefully he get faster, but he's not fast enough right now. So I can't just put him out there. All right, Fernando, get out there. Let me see you cover 10. Nigga, your speed only 92. That's decent in college. In Madden, nigga, you up there with the second tier when they talk about nigga the fastest corners in the league, nigga the fastest corners in the league on Madden, 95 and up, 94 and up in speed, and it's not a lot of them niggas, bro. It might be 10 of them niggas, maybe. With my edits, it's a little more, but even still. After that, you're looking at 92, 93 speed niggas. It's more of them niggas than it is 80 speed niggas, 87 speed niggas. Now, granted, there are some corners out there with 87 speed, 85 speed, 86, 88 acceleration, 86 agility. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, you know what? This nigga isn't that athletic. Okay, yeah, I know. I see where y'all going with this. But in a video game, this nigga can't be this weak in play. Like, y'all got niggas on Madden overall 62. How in the fuck this nigga a backup to anybody? Because I know if I see a 62 and he don't got a dev, I'm cutting him. Or you going to practice squad. That shit, when you go down there, nigga, somebody liable to call you. Hey, bro, we practice squad stealing. Fuck. All right, well. Because I be hating that. Oh, I got an injury. Let me see who on the practice squad. Fuck, the nigga went and took my lineman. So now, yeah, if your ass overall, like, nigga, but you a low round draft pick, but your overall kind of, when I say kind of high, I literally mean like, nigga, 70, 72 at the most. But no, even if you're a 72, nigga, you get if you put a nigga that's 72 on your practice squad, that nigga gonna be there for a week or two, and he gonna be gone. And so I started like, fuck that. Only niggas that go on the practice squad, you gotta be lower than like a 68. Because if you a 68, I can do some shit in the off season, get you in the preseason, hit a couple of benchmarks, and your ass, you know, here eventually you'll move up a little bit. You know, get you decent. You ain't got a dev trait. Get you to 75 in the peak of your career. And that's all I really need. That's what I be looking for, nigga. My depth. I know who gonna start, but nigga, I need niggas behind the starters. Overall 77s, 78s, for as long as I can have them, because it's not like college where you, all right, nigga, I think you should transfer. It's not enough space for you here. Instead of guys being like, you know what, I'm a transfer. I'm not getting no playing time. Because you know if they really want to do this dynasty the right way, they gonna have to add that shit in there, blood. They literally gonna have to add it in there. With niggas wanting to leave, so now he basically saying I'm a red shirt this year, so I can go over here next year. We use my red shirt this year. It's like, oh well, okay, I guess that's what you're gonna do. You know, but it's like they need to add that. Hate to say it, but they need to add that shit in there. It gives it more authenticity. Even though it's one of them things where it's like, nigga, you get a call from a player on Tuesday, fuck, he want to transfer because he ain't getting enough snaps. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be hot. Let me sit this little ass nigga down. How much money you making, nigga? You think you gonna go over there and make more? Or you trying to go over there and play for real?
He's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Whatever the fuck that name is.
Rolling the dice to bring it
The
out
Tennessee
of the end zone.
quarterback. The tall-ass Islander kid. You ain't heard nigga look. So y'all coach Dan Lanning, right? Dan Lanning blew the whistle. I got a lot of respect for him for this. He blew the whistle. Nico out there trying to shop for another deal, bro. So I don't know if you heard the report that came out like last week or the week before that they couldn't get him on the field in practice or the spring game because he looking for a new deal, right? So come to find out, what happened was they reported that because Tennessee was actually trying to figure out whether or not they was going to let him come back. Or not come back, but whether or not they was going to let him stay on the team. Because this nigga literally went out and was calling schools. Calling schools, blood. Ain't tell nobody. Ain't tell Tennessee. Just went and called schools. And when he called Oregon, that nigga Dan Lanning called Tennessee and said, "Hey, yo, y'all know y'all quarterback trying to get more money, right? And that nigga might be trying to come over here. Y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't know? Oh shit. Well, hey man, now you know." So Dan Lanning, checking his now. Guess what Josh Heupel at Tennessee said? "Bruh, you're done. Bye." So guess who a free agent in college football? Nico Iamaleava, or whatever the fuck that nigga name is. That nigga's free. Because the nigga was shopping, bro. You got a good, you in a good situation.
They start this third quarter with the lead, but they
your
might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football. But
I heard that they said he was listening to his agent.
They'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Oh my gosh, how does he reach blocking there, bro?
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes. Those
back, nigga, let's
and
go.
There was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
With the tackle.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down.
Conquan Gallagher with the single.
Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to
I remember when I seen the card and I got it, I was like,
I like the decision of the quarterback. You just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times
and then he said it,
man.
I got
still a positive game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? Third and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. Yeah. This offense is leading. Goes into
I can't remember this person. It's like Suzuki or some shit.
Running it back. It's Clement. They'll get down and put a stop on this.
I was online racing with that
This
man.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The sledding has been top. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first inning.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
from the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. To the ground with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This stretch is
Solid
not
pickup
happening
of
with that
4 on
many
first
choices.
down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the single back.
Why?
That's
Why?
what you expect from a senior. Don't give
It's a
them
dive.
any extra yards.
Why?
Great tackle there.
Can somebody fill me in, please? It's a damn dive.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe.
If he don't get over, they could just flip
Fast motion from the offense. Scanning the field. It's Lincoln. Can't make the connection on 3rd down
Number
thanks to
12
that
again,
tough, hard-nosed
second
pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans
Yep,
send out the
99.
punt unit. First punt of the day, and
Middle
he'll love
backer
to
there.
lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is
Holding
tough,
big.
right?
He
It's like
got
you
to
have
bounce
to get the
anyway.
perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Bubble, pick it up. Let's go, bro. Go.
And the defense got it.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn to blockers. Understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right, except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
Forrest Henderson, the strong foot. Bop. Yeah. You gonna let my brother over?
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive. First and
Oh,
goal.
yeah, he is. That nigga's rushing. Wow.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Yeah, the jiggle went off. Mark
And to
DeRosa
settle for a
coaching
couple of field
Team
goals
USA
on 3
again.
previous red zone trips that
In
looked to get
the
it in on
WBC
2nd and
as
goal.
well.
Wide
I'm with it.
receiver
He's talking about
shows
the energy.
motion. On 2nd and goal, he
As
gets
he
another
should be.
chance.
As he
Touchdown
should be.
USC!
Because we're going to
They
never
take the lead with the 6.
out getting over.
When you're handed a
The
break
pain got
with
showed.
unbelievable field position like that,
What?
you better finish the deal.
They
And
got the
You saw
damn
the
Dodgers
quarterback
line
jog
up.
on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of
Hey,
those
but we got
players
Mookie
coming
though,
off
and
that
Freddie.
just put them in position to go score that
Hall of
touchdown.
Famer.
That QB knew
Yo, look
this
out.
was a
We up
golden
a key.
opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
It's college. We on 2 straight losses though. We was number 6 in the country. We was actually number 2 or 3 in the country.
And he's going to bring it out of the end
I
zone.
lost bad to Jalen.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably
Yeah,
wishes
very
he'd just
close.
taken the touchback. And
Don't
Oregon
remember
has it back, and
Army,
here
bro.
comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
The nigga left
bigger stat
LSU to go on.
You turn the football over, they turn it into
bored.
points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was
took
very
a season
successful.
to
Honor the run. And another thing,
the niggas
every
like,
time you run the football, someone gets
Jeremiah
tackled.
Charlotte,
There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses
niggas is ranked now. They top 2 in the
no
country.
matter what the outcome is.
That's why I said last season was my year to win. I didn't win. They were smacking.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my gosh.
Got his man.
What's happening?
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. Such a great route runner and a big play there.
And money down, third down. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win.
And they got him for the sack.
Not action.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse,
motherfuckers get hot.
to make quarterbacks feel
very they do run it.
Their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having
he got 2 sacks today. Chris Trajan.
Line has no response. Just a sack party.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. He's looking for a man on second down. And that's going to fall on the ground incomplete. That was a physical.
I gotta pause it for this nigga. Blood. These niggas just almost got a deep ass pass over the middle. Forrest came in, waxed the nigga.
Third down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just really struggled.
We gotta get.
You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Why would he wide the fuck open?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion.
That's how you know I'm coaching.
You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water.
The play is designed so this nigga gets like 4. What the fuck?
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
Oh my God.
Great
He
job. The
picked my
offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
Blood.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well.
The
I'd love to
fuck
see
did they
that
run?
here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense
Blood, these niggas just disrespected the fuck out of my O-line, blood. I swear, bro, like, what the fuck just happened?
Negative play to open
He
the
picked
drive.
my
Let's see
running
what they've
back
got
up
on 2nd and 14.
and tackled him and the quarterback, nigga.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got
Dakota Devine. Ooh, Dakota Devine.
He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. He'll mark it at the 22.
Dakota, man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Recruited this nigga. He was a 99 coming, or 99 speed nigga coming in.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Yeah, we're in 8 right now, nigga. And we on the outside looking in because we lost. I got 2 losses in a row. I lost to Maryland or Ohio State last week.
On their
The week
side,
before
but
that, I
so
lost to
too
Maryland,
is
bro.
time as we open the 4th.
Yeah, it's been ugly for us. So I need this dub right here. Like, woo. What do we really want to do this, bro? Fuck it.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's Lincoln. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Oh, almost got
Nice
there.
run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
I know what I'm looking for. I got to play. And I'm only going for it because we up a TD.
This offense has already
and
converted
he's inside
once on
shade.
4th down. Can they do it again?
Got him.
Got him past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Caught in the
Yeah, you're not
backfield.
fast enough to run away from money.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's going to win. He's going to win, boy.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd
You can see on
down.
the cage. Oh, he dropped it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
That was not an inaccurate. Well, it kind of was, but I did throw it further than I wanted to throw it. But
they couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now
that's
staring at a 3rd and 9.
If that's the code of the zone, he probably comes
back to throw. It's Lincoln. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do.
Their guards are getting off quick.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hate when that shit happens.
Right back to the well.
Come here. Come here.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
The right
That's
side
a really
is
good
really,
job by
really
the
good. I
defense,
think they
wrapping
tackled
him
him.
up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
No,
Picked
left
up 2
side.
yards
Left
on
side
that
and
last
left
one. They need 8 on
side.
2nd down.
Then they
Defense a
hold
little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral
the
zone
left
too
side,
soon.
center, and the right tackle. Yeah, we got 5-6 sacks though,
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Goodness gracious, this is a masterclass, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes
So I had a game where I had like
don't want any
10 or
muscle
11.
pulls from overuse.
My defense last year.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Clock mode, dude.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
I see you. Both in there back.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff.
Yeah, I want to call this play, bro, but I have a feeling that this man's going to blow this shit the fuck
go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football on the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try the run.
Oh, he fucked it up and he fumbled. Oh, we picked it up.
I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding you just got to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
Yes, he is. I bet he is. He got crunched.
To the air. It's Lincoln. Trying to get to him.
Oh, nigga. That's
Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Okay, I see you, bro.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
You go.
Completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Next year, that nigga's going to be a fucking dog.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
Damn it, come on, Shockey. Come on, Johnny Shockey Jr. That nigga face paint and everything.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it.
He be running niggas over like
pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15.
Just like his daddy would too.
He's looking to pass.
And
they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call.
1st and 25.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Why nobody brought that down?
And they pick up just a few on that completion. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. I think they keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Handoff to the lone back.
Damn, you can't even juke this nigga.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away.
Bruh, it's 3rd and 22. We are not moving.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Maybe.
Quick pass on the fly motion.
Nigga.
Afterburners coming. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Wowzers. That was straight up wowzers. He juked the fuck out of them niggas. Oh my goodness. I gave him the jet sweep pass. I didn't think this was gonna work. But see, 12 was in the gap. Looked like he was in the gap showing blitz, but he didn't blitz. And I think 17 blitzed. No, 17 stood there and watched and got blocked. That's what happened. And 12 backed up. Who's that? 27 looking at the play. Boom. Oh yeah, he started backing up. Oh yeah, he seen I had it early, but I knew I was gonna get some yards. See, this nigga's fast. He got 99 speed. Digging. Put the ball in your left. Digging. Look at him. And then hard cut. Ooh, super hard cut. But I split them niggas. This was it right here. Look at the feet though. Get through there. And then tried to still get loose. That shit was dope. Yeah, boy, that might have sealed the game right there.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock
running. If the safety is covering him. On
3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Yeah, that's the safety. That's the cover the zone.
Working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Offense set on 1st down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
That's a huge bounce.
This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it. But we know this is a team game. And the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side.
Because that nigga behind you, bro. The nigga behind this nigga, bro, is coming. What a win. That's a huge win, y'all. Huge win. Let go. I'm missing that, bro. All right, buddy. All right, buddy.